Sorry, it's been a while. I'm back. Let's go. Welcome back to Leicester Living. Today I'm in Braunstone Frith on a recommendation from one of the viewers of the YouTube channel. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a tour around here. It's quite an interesting place with how these houses have been built. So this part of Braunstone Frith does have a little bit of a reputation. The houses were built just after the war and they're prefab in the main, but the construction of them is really quite unusual because they aren't built of brick or block or concrete. They are literally prefabricated houses. They are very, very tricky to sell and quite hard to get mortgages on. Got a bit of rain in the air, so I apologise if any of the raindrops get onto the screen. But this is the sort of thing that we're dealing with. So some of these will actually be 4 bedrooms, some will be 3. They're literally right off Scudamore Road. But what you will see is over there and straight through, we've got, I think that's Liberty Road just there, and they are actually brick and concrete houses. So they're easier to sell, easy to get mortgages on. These were just chucked up really fast after the war to house people. They actually might be a little bit later than post-war, thinking about it, because they've got garages and stuff as well. So yeah, that's something that you need to take into account when looking at houses. So as we get closer to the Liberty Road end, it probably looks a little bit better around here, to be honest. So you've got like Cuffling Drive, Cuffling Close, Outwood, and like down there, look, that's pretty nice and well looked after. It's the ones where they're just sort of like got parking all at the back of them, and the fronts sort of go on to more road as well, where they maybe don't look quite as nice, but they're really good sized houses, and they are pretty cheap for the size of the property just because of the construction type of them. So you'll notice that the ends here are brick, but front and back aren't, and that's where the problem lies. If you like my videos on what I'm doing here at Leicester Living, my name's John Gent. I'm an estate agent that covers most of Leicester. If you want to find out more about what's going on in Leicester and the surrounding area, hit subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. I'm going to carry on touring Leicester. It's going to take me ages. It's bloody massive. So as we get further away and out of the prefab section, we then come on to roads like this. So this is Ellsworthy Walk. You've got Amos Road, the next one up, and this is where your concrete ones start. So these are your concrete semis. I think some of these are 2-bed. And then literally over there is Liberty Road. So you've got Braunstone Frith Primary School just up on the left-hand side. Braunstone Frith is really big, a lot bigger than some people think. A lot of people just call it New Parks, but it's not. There's definitely 2 separate areas to it. And it houses a lot of people, because these here are all like flats and maisonettes. You've got some little 1-bed bungalows there across the road, and then yeah, that's looking back at all the prefabricated stuff just down there. So once I've done a loop around here, I'll take you up to look at some of the rest of the estate. So yeah, here's all your maisonettes. So you've got number 183 to 185, look like typical council maisonette property. 1 downstairs, 1 upstairs. Some of them have back gardens this type. I'm not sure that these ones have. If someone wants to enlighten me, that would be great. And then you've got all your 3-bed semis over there. Pick of a rise, which then goes onto the green area, where there's a little playground and stuff like that as well. So yeah, lots of different types of property. The area has changed loads over the last 20 years. It used to be a very sort of white British working class location. Leicester has diversified a lot over that time, so we now see a lot of immigration into this area. So a lot of Eastern European population buying here, quite a lot of Asian buyers buying in this location as well, where other areas of the city have just got too expensive. So they then look at other locations, and usually the most affordable family housing is found on ex-local authority or local authority estates like this one. And like I say, this backs up onto New Parks. There's one road that basically divides them called Dominion Road, and then you switch from sort of Braunstone Frith to New Parks when you go over Dominion Road. I don't know if you can see there, it's like a shared garden for all of those flats. And then the end of this road, that's Scudamore Road that runs along there, quite a well-known street that takes you up to all the industrial areas. Always a problem on Leicester streets, or certainly some of them just dumped rubbish there. That's what everyone wants, isn't it, on the front doorstep? Now somebody really needs to address that, because that is damp. Looks like it's pretty bad, and all of the covering on that property is coming off. It looks like council property, so hopefully someone's on that. If you're not, please do, council. We don't want it falling apart. Another weird bit about this location is it sort of goes through to another bit of Braunstone Frith, which is all private, and arguably sort of Kirby Frith. There's a new estate up the top of Scudamore Road that is sort of very just sat on its own, and this one sits next to it. We've just sold a house round here, which I'll whiz round and show you in a few minutes. So yeah, just up through there, you got Brookdale Road, Chevin Avenue, Cathkin Close, Elsham Close, and then back along here will bring me back to my car, and then we'll go and have a look at some of the rest of it. Externally, these houses can be quite tricky to look after. They don't age very well. The materials that we used, yeah, tend to go a bit funny sometimes, so it can be quite hard to look after them well. So this is the house I've just sold here. This is on Chevin Avenue, which is right on the outskirts of sort of the Braunstone Frith area. Scudamore Road's just there. I'll show you a quick tour around the outside. Plus plug for my business there, estate agency in Leicester if you need any help. Stands on a really good sized plot, does need a fair bit of updating, original windows and stuff like that. And then the plot then continues sort of around the corner that way. I think the guys have left it open for me. Oh, here we go. Garage there, which is probably going to come down. Old greenhouse, and that's the plot. It does go back a fair bit. Really solid house, just needs loads of updating to bring it back to its former glory. It's been in the same family since it was built, basically. There we go, something a little different there, just having a quick look at a house in an area that I've done a walk through. So I'll go and show you now one more bit of the estate, and that will probably wrap it up. The estate's quite big, so I've got loads left to do on here, but don't want to make this too long. It's near a shopping precinct and a very well-known pub around here. Now, which I'll show you. All those are absolutely sound. Look at them. What perfect accommodation these are. All well looked after. Not in a bad little spot. I could live in one of them, no problem. This is Cockayne Road and the Shoemakers Pub, otherwise known as the Shoeys. A very well-known pub in Leicester, this. Still going strong by the looks of it. Great to see. Have you used the Shoeys? Do you live around here? What's it like? Are there good bits, bad bits? What are your thoughts on it? I know it really well around here. It just sort of becomes normal, everything that I see, and the areas and the roads and the people and the houses. I guess people that live around here probably see it a little bit differently, because I'm only here for work, really. I'll finish off at the shops and the play area, and then we'll wrap up. Your bank shop, you've got the co-op, Braunstone Frith Recreation Centre. Don't know really what goes on there. And then a little news agents at the end, and then flats above. But look like they had some nice work done, because the windows look in really good order. Over to the play area. But there we go, got a nice big open space here, and that'll finish us off. So we started with the prefabricated houses over towards Scudamore Road, had a good look round there, turned some of the condition of some of them and the build of them, really concentrating on what's going on with those types of property. Then I quickly showed you that one on Chevin Avenue that I've just recently sold. And we finished here, right in the heart of Braunstone Frith, with the Shoemakers Pub, the bank of shops, including the co-op and the news agents, and then wrapping up on the play area. And obviously it's school time, so there's no one here at the minute. Have a great day, we'll catch up soon.